Hey guys, this is Mr. Grice for Algebra 2 Unit 4.9 Notes, Day 1, Video number 2. Today we're talking about rewriting standard form into vertex form by completing the square. If you stumbled on this video by mistake and you do not have this front side done, please watch video number 1. So, completing the square, we're going to write the quadratic equations in vertex form. So remember, the first thing that they want us to do is to start our rewrite by giving a little space right here. And then we have a little space in the back. Okay? We take our B term and we do the opposite. No, I'm sorry, not the opposite. I don't know what I'm saying. It's just the B divided by 2 squared. Okay? So we have negative 16 divided by 2 squared. Negative 16 divided by 2 is a negative 8, and then when we square that, we get 64. Okay? So we add 64, and then we subtract 64. Now, this is what I focus on, the 8, or the x squared minus 16x plus 64. I'm looking for numbers that multiply to 64 and add to negative 16. And that's negative 8 and negative 8. So I rewrite that to x squared minus 8x minus 8x plus 64. Okay, we take out our GCF of x and negative 8. So we have x minus 8. And then when I factor that out, it's, oh wow, it's x minus 8 and x minus 8. So when we start bringing this all together, we have x minus 8, and then our second x minus 8. And then remember, don't forget about this guy. We got to bring him down. 47 minus 64 is 17. Okay? And then writing it in vertex form, we have to simplify this x minus 8 times x minus 8. So we have 5x equals x minus 8 squared minus 17. All right, number 4. So the first thing that we do is give ourselves some space. We have plus 83, and then we have what's in the back. So we take that 18 divided by 2 and we square it, which is 9 and 9 squared, 81. Okay? So we add 81 and then we subtract 81. All right, what I want you guys to do is I want you to factor this. Go ahead and pause the video and do all that factoring. Good luck. Okay, so you should have gotten x plus 9 and x plus 9. So our final equation, g of x equals x plus 9 squared plus 2. Okay? Don't forget the square. That's what makes it a quadratic. Okay. So remember, we always check, I kind of forgot, but is there a GCF? No GCF. Okay. Then that's when we start doing everything. So we have the x squared plus 10x, make a little space, plus 25, and we got a little space. So we're going to do I keep saying the opposite. It's not the opposite. It's just b divided by 2 squared. And that's 5, and then 5 squared is 25. So when we do this, we're adding 25 here, and then I'm subtracting 25 there. Okay, and then we have to break this down. Okay, that's what's in our parentheses. So numbers that multiply to 25 and add to get to 5, sorry, not 5, but 10, are 5 and 5. So we have x squared plus 5x plus 5x plus 25. The GCF of the first group is an x. Of the back group, it's a 5. So we have x plus 5. And then when we divide everything, we're left with x plus 5. So as I start to bring everything together, we have x plus 5, and then we also have x plus 5. But then what happened back here? 25 minus 25 is 0. Do I write the plus 0 there? No. So then we're done. It's just h of x equals x plus 5 squared. All right, number 6. We have x squared minus 2x. We have our spot, minus 75, and then our other spot. Negative 2 divided by 2 squared. So we have negative 1 squared, which is a positive 1. So we're adding 1 and subtracting 1. Now let's break that bad boy down. What numbers multiply to get to positive 1 but add to get to negative 2? Yeah, it's got to be the only numbers that multiply to 1 are 1 and 1, but they're both negative. Okay? So if x squared minus 1x plus 1, take out the GCF of x, and then we're left with x plus 1. And now what's the GCF of the back group? It's not a 1, it's a negative 1. And then when we factor all that out, we're left with x minus 1. So we have n of x equaling, I'm sorry, that's where I made the mistake. That should have been a negative. X minus 1 times x minus 1, and then negative 75 minus 1 gives us negative 76. Okay? So our final answer, n of x equals x minus 1 squared minus 76. All right, number 7. Why don't you guys see if you can split it up, and then we will factor it together. Okay? So you're going to do the this part. Okay? Go ahead and pause that video, and good luck. Okay, you can see that I'm already starting to factor this. You should have gotten -7 and -7 for numbers that multiply to 49 and add to -14. So we get x minus 7 and x minus 7 are going to be our two binomials. So P of x equals x minus 7 times x minus 7. And then -95 minus 49 is -144. Okay, and the last step is to say that this is x minus 7 squared minus 144. All right, last one. You are all on your own, 100%. You can do it. Okay, go ahead and pause the video and good luck. Okay, and there's all my work. You should have gotten x plus 2 squared minus 64. Okay, now, if you have, sorry, I forgot to highlight this. If you have any questions, make sure you come see Ms. Carranza or myself. We would love to help you out. Otherwise, this is Mr. Grice signing off for Algebra 2 Unit 4.9 Notes, Day 1. Thanks for watching.